In the quiet blackness of space, stars are the universe's beating hearts. They burn with fury and grace, transforming the invisible fabric of hydrogen and helium into light, warmth, and life. They are the engines of creation, the furnaces where matter itself is reborn. But like all living things, even stars have lifespans. They are born, they live, and they die. And when they die, they do not fade quietly into darkness. They explode. And in those final, violent moments, something extraordinary happens, something that defines everything we are. Because when stars die, they create the very elements that make life possible. They forge the carbon in our cells, the oxygen we breathe, the iron in our blood, and the gold that gleams in our jewelry. Every atom of our bodies was once inside a star. We are not just made of stardust. We are made of the death of stars. Every star begins as a whisper in the dark, in vast, cold clouds of gas and dust called nebulae. Gravity slowly begins to pull particles together. Atoms collide, clump, and fall inward, drawn to an invisible center. As more matter gathers, pressure builds. The gas heats. The core ignites. And in that instant, when temperatures soar to millions of degrees, nuclear fusion begins. A star is born. Hydrogen, the simplest element, fuses into helium, releasing an immense burst of energy. That energy pushes outward, balancing the inward pull of gravity. It's a perfect tension, a cosmic equilibrium that can last for billions of years. The newborn star shines, stable and radiant, its light cutting through the cosmic night. And for ages, it will continue to burn, turning hydrogen into helium, releasing light that travels across the universe to touch distant worlds, perhaps even ours. But eventually, every star must face the same fate. The fuel that sustains it begins to run out. And when the fire inside begins to fade, gravity takes control once more. When a star runs out of hydrogen, its life changes forever. In its core, fusion slows, and gravity begins to win. The star contracts, compressing, heating, and changing its chemistry. For a while, it fights back. As the core shrinks, the outer layers expand. The star swells into a giant, a red giant or supergiant, its surface cooling even as its volume multiplies 1,000-fold. For smaller stars, like our Sun, this phase is both beautiful and deadly. The outer layers puff out into space, glowing in waves of red and orange light. The core collapses further, becoming a dense, hot ember, a white dwarf, while the star's atmosphere drifts away, forming a glowing shell of gas called a planetary nebula. From the death of one star, a new cosmic masterpiece is painted across the heavens. But for massive stars, those many times heavier than the Sun, the ending is far more violent. When their fuel is gone, they don't just fade. They die in fire. In a massive star's final moments, its core becomes a crucible. As lighter elements fuse into heavier ones, iron begins to form, and iron changes everything. Fusion stops releasing energy. The balance between outward pressure and gravity collapses in an instant. The star's core implodes. Atoms are crushed. Temperatures rise to unimaginable levels. And then, with one final, furious breath, the star explodes. A supernova. In a fraction of a second, more energy is released than our Sun will emit in its entire lifetime. The shockwave tears the star apart, blasting its outer layers across the galaxy. The explosion shines brighter than billions of suns, visible even from galaxies millions of light years away. And in that violent moment, something miraculous happens. Forces of unimaginable heat and pressure fuse atoms into new elements: gold, silver, uranium, platinum, the heavy metals that could not have existed before. The debris scatters, carrying those newborn elements into the interstellar medium, seeding space with the raw ingredients of new worlds. Death, in the heart of a supernova, becomes creation. Long after a supernova fades, its remnants continue to shape the cosmos. The expanding cloud of gas and dust, enriched with heavy elements, becomes a stellar nursery for new generations of stars. Gravity begins its slow work again, pulling matter together into new suns, new systems, new possibilities. Within those clouds, planets begin to form. Dust grains collide and cling, forming rocks, then worlds. And inside those worlds, like our own, the legacy of dead stars takes new shape. Iron becomes the core of planets. Silicon becomes their crust. Oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon form the foundations for oceans and life. Every mountain, every ocean, every heartbeat on Earth is made from matter that once burned in a star's heart. Every spark of consciousness, every human hand, every drop of blood carries within it the memory of a supernova. When you look up at the night sky, you're not just seeing stars. You're seeing your own origin story, written in light. Not all stars die the same way. Some fade quietly into white dwarfs, dense, cooling embers of carbon and oxygen. Others collapse into neutron stars, objects so dense that a teaspoon of their material would weigh billions of tons. And the most massive of all become black holes, the silent ghosts of dead stars, where gravity becomes so strong that not even light can escape. These remnants are not just endings, they're part of a larger cycle. Neutron stars collide, sending ripples through space-time, creating yet more heavy elements in their fiery mergers. Black holes merge and shape galaxies, influencing the structure of the universe itself. Even in death, stars continue to build the cosmos. They are the architects of everything, from the dust in distant nebulae to the molecules in your DNA. When one star dies, countless others will one day rise from its ashes. It is a cosmic cycle that has no beginning and no true end, only transformation. It's easy to forget, here on our small blue world, that we are part of something so vast, so ancient, so intimately connected. But every element in our bodies tells the story of a star. The calcium in our bones, the iron in our blood, the oxygen in our lungs. All of it was forged in stellar fire billions of years ago. The atoms that make up you and me and everything we see were once part of stars that lived, burned, and died long before the Earth even existed. We are literally the universe becoming aware of itself, stardust that can look up and wonder where it came from. The death of stars is not the end of beauty or meaning. It is the beginning of everything that matters. In the end, the story of stars is the story of all things. It is the story of life, of death, of rebirth, written across the sky in light and shadow. Stars are born in clouds of dust. They burn, they die, and in dying, they scatter the elements that will one day form new stars, new planets, new beings capable of love and thought and memory. Every time we gaze into the night sky, we are looking into a mirror, seeing the echo of our own existence, reflected in the lives and deaths of distant suns. So when a star dies, it is not tragedy, it is transformation. It is the universe recycling itself, endlessly, beautifully, purposefully. And perhaps that is the greatest truth of all, that everything must end so that something new can begin. We are born of fire. We are shaped by death. And one day, when our own sun's light fades and its ashes drift into the galaxy, those ashes will become part of new stars, new worlds, and perhaps new life. The stars will burn again, and in their light, the universe will remember us.